Hey Graham, here's how to play Solitary Man by Johnny Cash. So the first thing you gotta do is put a capo on the first fret, and then I found a good chord chart that's really helpful, and the key of this song is F sharp minor. So actually, like, the real key would be G minor, because this note is G, but it's easier just to pretend you're in the key of F sharp minor. And the relative major key for that is A major, so the chords, I usually think about minor keys in terms of the relative major key. So A major, so here's the chords in the key. A major, B minor, C sharp minor, D major, E major, F sharp minor, and then there'd be a G sharp diminished, but that's not very useful. So, real quick, pull up the chord chart and take a look at it. I'll put it in the description, and just kind of scan the chords. So you'll see it's going to do a lot of F sharp minor, and B minor, and A, and you'll see then in the chorus it gets brighter, it goes to A, D, A. So a lot of songs, like, they'll use the minor chords for like the verse and then brighten it up in the chorus. So first I'll just show how to do the intro. It's based on this chord. You could hold this chord down, but it's kind of hard. On electric guitar it wouldn't be that bad, but it's going to sound like... So there's one thing I think is different though, like, I think it actually has an extra note in there. So what you want to do is go, put your first finger on 2 and go, and stretch out to there to 5. So then use your third finger and go to the 4th fret. And then you already have this here, and then go 2. So and then the tab, if you look at it, says to go. I think there's an extra note in there right here, and it actually sounds like a slide. I was trying to figure out a better way to do it. I would just add this note in there, so you go. And also I found it sounds better to do pull-offs, like. So you start with 2nd fret right here on the G string, then you're going to do 3 pull-offs in a row. Then you end with F sharp minor. So F sharp minor is a bar chord. It's 2, 4, 4, and then 2, 2, 2. And I like, when I'm on acoustic with thicker strings, I put this finger on top, so you can push down hard enough to hear all these top 3 notes. Oops. So it should be like this. It should go. And that's the intro. They do that twice. Yeah, I just want to make sure I play exactly like the tab, because sometimes I can cause confusion. So I'm just adding this note in there, a 2nd fret. And I actually think you could do it. I think what they're doing actually is more up here, like. I think they're actually doing it up here, but was what I was trying to do. What I was saying is you could also play it like this. Because this note is the same. This would be more advanced, but I'm actually hearing like a slide into this note. There's not really much point because you're already here. So now I'm just going to show how to do all the chords, and then I'll demonstrate the verse and the chorus. So F sharp minor is, like I just showed, 2, 4, 4, 2, 2, 2, it's a bar. Then to go to B minor, because B minor follows F sharp minor a lot, you move this finger up to here. These fingers move up, and then your middle finger needs to go down on the 3rd fret relative to the capo on the B string, and then you bar up there. And you want to make sure that this tip of this finger is muting this out, so it sounds like this. And for A major, the trick is just to do it like a bar. So you're going to be like. Because when you're going between F sharp, B minor and then A, it's just much easier to do this. Later, I would actually sometimes play A like this. I'll show that. So the verse, you're going to need F sharp minor, B minor, A, F sharp minor, A, B minor. So this bar chord can be a little tricky to figure out how to do, but you just kind of got to learn how to get your finger to go like that so that this top string still rings out. And it's super useful to learn how to do, so I would recommend learning it. Then the chorus is going to go to A. So here, you could still do this if you like it. To D. So D is easy chord, 0, 2, 3, 2. And you want to strum from here. But one thing that's good to know is when you're strumming a D chord, if you hit A on accident, it actually sounds fine. It sounds good. But this will sound bad, so I usually put my thumb here to mute this out. The lowest string when I'm doing a D chord, but I don't really care about muting this because I don't really care if I hit it. Like, people actually do that all the time on purpose. And same thing with the A chord. It's not that big of a deal if you hit down here. So you can mute like that with your thumb. But if you hit the low E, it's not horrible or anything. Whereas with B minor, if you hit this, it sounds pretty weird. And then one more thing before I demonstrate the main parts. If you look at the chorus, it says like riff on the side, and so it's kind of hard to work that into the chord because you're going to be holding down F sharp minor. But what you can do is just go. You could actually move your pinky. When I play along, I just go. I just kind of do the first 3 notes, because then you got to get to E real quick. Which this note is B, and it's actually the same as one of the notes in the E chord, so. I kind of do it a little sloppier when you're playing fast. It's like. Yeah, I just go. Like that. So that's it. I'll just demonstrate it real fast. So. F sharp minor, A, B minor, A, B minor, F sharp minor, B minor, A, F sharp minor, A, B minor, A, B minor, chorus, A, D, A, E, D, A, that's it. Kind of messed up the intro, just getting over there, but I would actually, because this note is a little hard to like, if you're up here, what I realized, partly why I messed it up, I should have been barring right here, so what you could do is bar this so you're ready to go. Makes it a lot easier. So. Then it's ready to go. And I always want to put my pinky there because this is a more common pattern. So it's a little weird to get used to. So I would do the intro like this after trying to do it fast. So I hope that was helpful. If you want to see me play the whole thing or something, just leave a comment. I could do that. Alright, bye.